สวัสดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับสู่งานสัมมนาเรียนต่อมัธยมแคนาดากับ Cowichan Valley ค่ะวันนี้เราได้รับเกียรติจากทางท่านผู้บริหารคุณ Alison ค่ะท่านมาเยี่ยมที่ออฟฟิศนะคะ Hi Alison, welcome to Thailand.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much. And now let's get started. Thank you.
Cowichan. Ready, set, adventure. If you want a world-class education in a place that defines adventure, the Cowichan International Student Program is the place for you. Located on Canada's beautiful Pacific West Coast, the Cowichan Valley is a special place, surrounded by vineyards, orchards, and scenic beaches, scattered along the absolutely stunning coastal shorelines of the Pacific Ocean. It is a place of incredible beauty and timeless traditions, rich in history and culture. It is also a place of limitless outdoor activities and adventure. Hiking, water skiing, paddleboarding, running, and mountain biking are at your front door. Custom outdoor programs like trail building, search and rescue, and orienteering are all available to our students. Cowichan's athletic programs are producing some of the best athletes in the country in swimming, rugby, soccer, ice hockey, field hockey, lacrosse, and rowing. Our students get a superior academic education and learn English in one of the most beautiful places in the world. From dedicated teachers and staff who are committed to providing a memorable and rewarding experience that students will treasure for a lifetime. The Cowichan School District. Come study in the warm land.
ลำดับต่อไปนะคะทางคุณอลิสันจะให้ข้อมูลเกี่ยวกับ Cowichan Valley ค่ะที่นี่นะคะจะมีธรรมชาติที่สวยงามราคาค่าเรียนที่ไม่แพงนะคะมีทั้ง Frances Kelsey Secondary School Cowichan Valley Secondary School ที่น่าสนใจมากๆเลยค่ะเดี๋ยวมาชมกันเลยนะคะ Please feel free to start the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to talk about the Cowichan Valley School District and our international student program with you today. You can change the slide, next slide. So I start always by talking about where the Cowichan Valley is. We are on the west coast of Canada, all the way on the Pacific Ocean on Vancouver Island. So when students join us from Thailand and all over the world, they fly to Vancouver and then take a second airplane to either Victoria, which is our capital, or Nanaimo, and then our host families pick you up at the airport and drive that half an hour or 45 minutes to the Cowichan Valley. So we are excited to welcome students from all over the world to the beautiful west coast of Canada. Next slide, please. So the Cowichan Valley is known as a recreation area. It's just outside the capital city of Victoria. And the word Cowichan actually means warm land because we have the warmest winters in all of Canada. Now, of course, nothing like the winters in Thailand, but a regular winter day in Cowichan Valley is maybe 7 or 8 degrees Celsius. So we don't get a lot of snow like much of Canada. As a matter of fact, sometimes if there is snow, the schools will close for the day because it's just more unusual for us in the Cowichan Valley. So we have nice mild winters, and as a result, our people are very active. When you see pictures of the Cowichan Valley, it's often beaches, lakes and rivers, trails and parks, people doing things outside. So we are very active and very outdoor oriented in Cowichan Valley. Next slide, please. We have 4 high schools in our program. We have two bigger schools, Cowichan Secondary and Frances Kelsey Secondary. They have about 1,000 students each. And then we have two very small schools, Lake Cowichan Secondary and Shawnigan Secondary, and they have 200 to 300 students each. We have international students at all four high schools. In total, we have 150 international students every year in our program. Most of them are at the two bigger schools. The smaller schools have maybe 5 to 10 international students at each school, but the bigger schools have 60 to 65. And we do offer ESL for any student who needs it at Cowichan Secondary or Frances Kelsey Secondary. Those would be your options for schools that have ESL. And that's part of our regular program. It's during the school day. It's not extra. It's not after school. It's part of your regular school. Next slide. So our schools are very bright and modern. Actually, Cowichan Secondary is in a new building that was just opened less than a year ago, just this past February. So it's really exciting for us. It's a brand new school, very high-tech equipment, lovely, very student-friendly spaces, lots of areas in the school for students to gather and be with each other, and really bright, modern classrooms full of the latest technology. All of our schools are very modern, and they have wonderful equipment that is professional level for students to learn with. Next slide. So a school day for us in Cowichan Valley starts at 9 in the morning and goes to 3:15 in the afternoon. All of our schools are semester schools. So what that means is in a year, our students take 8 subjects, but you do 4 at a time. So from September to January, you do 4 subjects, and you do those same 4 subjects every day. And then from February to June, you do your other 4 subjects and those same 4 subjects every day. Usually clubs happen at lunchtime and sports are after school. And we really encourage our international students to join clubs, try out for sports, do all of those things that are happening in school, because of course, school is more than just the classes that you're going to every day. It's a full experience, and Canadian students are involved in many different things, and we want our international students to be really involved in those things as well. Next slide, please. So students in Canada have 4 required courses each year. They do English, they do a social studies course like history or geography, they get to pick a science like chemistry, biology, or physics, and then they do math. Those 4 are required, and then we do 4 other what we call elective subjects. And elective just means choice. So you choose your 4 others, and you can choose more academic subjects. So maybe, for example, you chose chemistry as your science, but you also want to do biology and physics. You can choose those as electives. Or maybe you want to try something completely different, something like fashion design or photography or even equestrian, horse riding. Next slide, please. So we have many, many different elective subjects that students can choose from, and these are just some examples. So in addition to your academics, you have the opportunity to do maybe some subjects that you don't get to do in your school in Thailand. There's lots of different options for business courses, art courses, computers, sports, technology and trades, computer programming, computer graphics, outdoor courses like outdoor education or wilderness survival. There's many options for sports as a subject. You can take basketball, for example, as a subject. You can take yoga. You can take rock climbing. So we really encourage our international students to, of course, take the academic subjects that you need to keep up with your school in Cowichan or in Thailand, or maybe if you're graduating in the Cowichan Valley, you have a lot of academic subjects that are required to take, but also try some things that maybe you're interested in or you think you might like to do for the first time. It's a great opportunity to try something new and try something different. Next slide, please. So these are some pictures from some of our classrooms in our schools, and you can see There's different equipment that you can try, like robotics, sciences. One of our schools has a recording studio. There's art classes, music classes. We have a partnership with a stable at one of our schools, so you can do horse riding. So there's lots of different things that you can do in our schools. They have lots of technology and different equipment and opportunities for you. Next slide, please. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we really encourage our international students to join clubs at lunchtime, try out for sports teams, and be involved in all sorts of aspects of the school. So just like maybe you see in American movies when you see high school, if you play on a sports team, you play for your school and you compete against other schools. It's a really nice way to be involved with the school. It's a great way to stay active. And of course, it's a great way to make friends. So we want you to join those clubs, try out for sports teams, and really be involved with all aspects of your school. Next slide, please. So while you are in our program, you live with a homestay family. So we run our own homestay program, so it's all organized through our school district. We have families who have been in our program for many, many years, and our families all have English as their first language in the home. When you're in a homestay, you get your own bedroom, and that bedroom will have a desk and an area for you to do your homework, but of course you could do your work in other parts of the house. You get meals, laundry, toothpaste, all the kind of regular home life, but really the important part of the homestay, and the reason that I say the homestay is the most important part of the program, is because of that family connection. So you end up with a Canadian family. You become part of a family. You'll have a mother and father in Canada, and you will be their Thailand daughter or son. So it's a really special arrangement to have this family taking care of you while you're in our program. If you need help with your homework, if it's your birthday, if you need to just talk to your host mom, after maybe having a difficult time with some friends, your family is there to support you. I am the custodian for all of our international students, and so we trust that our families will take really good care of you, and as a result, we have to know our families really well. We do interviews with all of our families, we do background checks, we do home visits, so we see the houses of all of our families and they are the right type of home for our program. And I do say that the homestay program is the most important part of our program. And then in one picture there, you can see a picture of a yellow school bus. That's how students in Cowichan Valley get to and from school each day. So you get that experience too of riding the yellow bus to and from school. Next slide, please. So another really important part of our program are our field trips and our activities that we do with our international students. We do 2 each month. We also do a 3-day trip to Whistler and a 4-day trip to the Rocky Mountains in Banff, Alberta. So next slide, please. You can choose however many field trips you want to do. So like I said, we do 2 each month. We do things like we go surfing, we go skiing, we go to a professional ice hockey game, we go cave exploring, we go shopping, movies. At Halloween, we go to a haunted house because that's a very Canadian thing to do. At Christmas time, we bake cookies and we go look at Christmas lights. So some of our trips are seasonal, kind of Canadian cultural activities. Lots of them are tourist activities like trips to Vancouver and Victoria. Some of them are sports activities like surfing and skiing. And at the end of June, we rent a summer camp for a full day and we take all of our students and all of our staff and we spend the day at the summer camp and we go swimming and boating. We go ropes courses and archery and bike racing. And we have a year-end party to really celebrate our time during the year together. And we give out awards and presentations. And it's a really special day as part of our year-end summer camp day. Next slide, please. So to give you an idea of what some of our international students are like, I went and I took some pictures of some of our current students and I asked them to each give me one thing they really liked about our program in Cowichan Valley. So we got answers like, oh, it's really exciting to choose my own courses. I choose my subjects, so I have a say in what I'm doing in school and what I'm learning. We got answers like, there's so many different sports and things to do, that in classes you get to work together. You're not just working alone by yourself, but you're working in groups and making friends. And that there's lots of different nationalities. We have international students from over 20 different countries all over the world, and it's easy to make friends. So those are some of the things that our current students told us about their time in Canada. Next slide, please. So really, that's my presentation for you. Those are some of our current international students waving goodbye to you in front of Cowichan Secondary School. And hopefully we will see you someday in the Cowichan Valley.
Thank you very much for the presentation today ค่ะขอบพระคุณคุณพ่อคุณแม่น้องๆที่ติดตามชมในวันนี้นะคะยินดีต้อนรับค่ะแนะนำเขตโรงเรียนมัธยมเขต Cowichan Valley ค่ะแนะนำโรงเรียน Cowichan Valley Secondary School นะคะโรงเรียนปรับปรุงใหม่สวยงามมากๆโมเดิร์นมากๆค่ะเขตนี้คุณภาพชีวิตดีคุณภาพโฮมสเตย์ดีราคาไม่แพงค่ะแล้วก็ทางอาจารย์นะคะบริการอบอุ่นมากเลยค่ะหากใครสนใจสามารถติดต่อเข้ามาได้ที่0856587000 หรือทาง LINE @Pacific Premier พี่ๆทีมงานทั้ง Pacific Premier กรุงเทพแล้วก็แคนาดายินดีแล้วก็พร้อมบริการเต็มที่นะคะขอบพระคุณมากๆค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ See you in Canada Bye bye Alison Bye bye ขอบคุณค่ะขอบคุณมากค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ